Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of H3Y. Today I'm with Canadian turned half British, half bug lady, Princess Mantis. Princess Mantis, for those who don't know who you are, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello. I am Princess Mantis, and I basically rule the slop corner of the internet. I like to take heads. I don't spare many people, so don't mess with me because I'll eat you.
So true, thank you very much. So if you give me a quick breakdown for this interview, we'll be doing some icebreaker questions, then we'll be doing some Mantis specific questions, and I have 3 activities for us at the end of this interview. So Princess Mantis, first question, do you have any ghost stories?
Oh my gosh, I actually do. I have the craziest ghost story possible. Oh, okay. I'm gonna reimagine this for a second so I don't dox anything. Okay, so do you know you don't know Canada at all?
No, not at all. I know it's a country. I know it's north of the United States. I don't know it's cold. That's basically all I know. And it doesn't have states, it has provinces.
Oh, wow. Check that out. Look at the big brain on you, Alex. I think that's pretty impressive that you know that they're provinces and not states. So anyways, as a mantis, it's hard to survive the very, very cold weather. You know what I mean? Like, us mantises, we like more mild temperate temperature. But back when I was in mantis art school, I was living in a place that was very, very north. It was very close to the North Pole, okay? And it was tough. It was very, very tough. And all the houses there, okay, were like these old like heritage homes, all right? Like old, very, very old. And I was staying in one because I was house sitting for somebody. They asked me to house sit. So it's like house sitting that's really old. It was like an old telegraph office, with like the beep beep thing where you like boop, 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 boop before telephones.
Right.
And so I was staying there and I had sleep paralysis for the first time. You ever have sleep paralysis?
I've never had it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Are we allowed to swear?
Yes, swear to your heart's content. There's no slurs,
okay.
Please.
Okay, I'm not a slur lady. I mean, I think we've talked about this, you and I, like what I allow into my server, whatever.
Right.
Okay, so I got sleep paralysis, and it was the scariest fucking thing that ever happened to me. There was somebody in my dream who like walked down the stairs of the house I was staying in and sat on my chest. And they were like, okay, so you're going to be murdered, but you're going to have to choose how you're going to be murdered. So you can be murdered by I can like strangle you to death. I can bite you to death, or I can scratch you to death. And I was like, I don't want any of those things. Any day. Anyways, the guy or like the entity that was sitting on me was wearing a dress. Okay, that's the only thing. And then later, I met somebody who knew somebody who died there, and the person died of autoerotic asphyxiation. Okay, you know what that is?
Is that when you choke yourself to death while jacking off?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy? And they were wearing a dress, and so you know what I did? I got really scared. The end.
Wait, that was a dream that you found the ghost that was doing auto, or did you research that that's what actually happened where you lived?
So somebody told me that somebody who lived in this city is very, very small. I think they lived across the street from me, and they were telling me, they were like, oh, I would never stay in that house. Like that house has a lot of stuff going on in it. My sons, who are like both teenagers, she was like, they won't even walk past the house because they're like scared of like seeing something in the window. So that long story short, that's what happened.
Okay, so the sleep paralysis ghost was the ghost someone told you about?
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
It's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy, Mrs. Mantis. Would you like to hear my ghost story?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I am a sophomore in college. I'm about I think I'm 20. I just turned 20, and
happy birthday! You just turned 20 today.
No. In the story, I turned 20.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And I have at the time I'm very to the gothic aesthetic, so I have like pentagrams, and I have a table with like a pentagram cloth
Hell
on
yeah.
it. And
Let's
as I'm
go.
working away at my computer, I hear a creaking back and forth just at the little desk from across the room. So I walk over to investigate. As I reach the foot of the table, the creaking stops, and I notice my wallet that was sitting in the middle of the table move towards me 2 feet almost instantaneously. It freaks me the fuck
Oh
out. My
shit.
body goes super cold, and I run out the room. And that's basically it. That's basically the whole ghost story, except I sleep
Oh
with
my
like all the
gosh.
lights on that night.
Yo, I would too. That gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, and there's no explanation. Like I said, it was like 6 p.m. And I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol, especially at that time. So
Yeah.
no explaining whatever happened. But that's the ghost story.
Oy, oy, oy.
All
Did
right.
you ever hear anything like happening in that building? Did you ever hear
No,
any
it's
fucking
the
thing?
room I'm living in now, and it's a new build. Like
Oh
it
shit.
didn't exist like before like 2015, and I'm the only person who's ever lived in it.
Oh geez. So
Yeah,
it's like, I don't know, it's got to be like an ancient spot or
it
something.
could be. Who
Something
knows?
happened in that location.
I tried my best to research whatever happened here. Nothing's ever happened like not for like a few buildings away.
Oh
But yeah,
geez.
that's the ghost story. Thank you so much for listening. All right, next icebreaker question. Princess Mantis, how do you wipe? From back to front or front to back?
Okay, I saw this question asked in an interview that you did, and the person said that if you wipe front to forward, right? That like it's really bad if you're a woman.
Yeah,
And
if you're a
I've been
woman,
thinking
back to
about that.
front, because
You're
I
supposed to
think
do
that
back to front.
I don't have that utility, right? But the theory is, if you wipe from your back to your front, you might get poop particles in your hoo ha.
That's what, but okay, I think okay, I do wipe. That's how I wipe. But I
Ah,
ever since I saw whoever it was who and maybe it was girl with a microphone, I've been thinking about that. And I'm like, maybe I should change my technique.
hey, if it's been
So,
working for you, and you've never gotten an infection from doing so, you don't gotta bow down to the masses. You do what you think is best.
yo, we love a nonconformist
So true,
king.
so true. All right, very enlightening, Princess Mantis. I feel like I know so much about you now. But we have two more icebreaker questions. Who would you rather be stuck on a deserted island with? Madison Harnish, Chris Kunzler, or Adam McIntyre?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, geez. Oh, God. That's diabolical.
Hmm.
I don't know.
These aren't easy, but
I,
explain
I,
your thought process. Like,
oh,
go
God.
down the
Okay.
list. Who
Madison
definitely do you
Harnish,
not want?
Chris Kunzler, and Adam McIntyre. Okay, which who I don't want Adam McIntyre. I could not take him for more than like 5 minutes, I don't think.
Hmm.
I would yeah. Anyways, and then so Madison Harnish or Chris Kunzler. You know what? I would go with Madison because Chris I think is actually unironically evil. Like I look at that
Really?
guy and I'm like, I just don't think there's something right. I think there's something not right about that kid. Like when I was doing research, I found his LinkedIn, okay, and his LinkedIn profile picture is him, but he's like a lot younger. But if you zoom in, his shirt says "See you in hell." I
Whoa.
think he's unironically like actually a bad guy.
Oh
So
my God.
Madison would be like doable because I feel like she would say things that were funny, and I could show her things for the first time. She would think I was really smart.
Awesome.
And then I'd feel really good about myself. So
Yeah,
that's my thought. What about you?
if I had to choose between these three, ooh, that would be tough. I'd also probably choose Adam, Madison. Sorry, not Adam. Madison Harnish. For the same reason you said. I knew you were gonna pick her because you find her very funny, and as do I. As do I.
I find her very I don't know. Maybe it's interesting.
The other two, they are. Madison's a huge yapper, but the other two, like, they're annoying yappers, and I would get frustrated very quickly, I think.
They love yapping.
All right,
That's
Princess
the favorite thing
Mantis.
to do. Yeah.
Last icebreaker
Okay.
question: what would be your last meal?
Ooh, this is something I've never thought about before. I've never been asked this question. Jesus. Okay. Um, You know what I love? Okay, there are two things I really love in this life. One is fried halloumi. You ever have fried halloumi?
What's that? Is that a Canadian delicacy?
Oh, oh, that would be so sad if you didn't have fried halloumi in the States. It's like fried cheese. It's like a big, it's like it's big, long, flat, squeaky cheese, but it's fried. Oh my God. And you don't know what squeaky cheese is because you're American, so I feel bad for you. So I don't know.
I don't know what that is either. Squeaky cheese?
Squeaky cheese. It's cheese you put in poutine. You've never had a poutine?
I've had I knew a Canadian. I worked with him briefly, and I think he bought like frozen poutine from like Costco, and he served that to us. I think. I don't think he made it from scratch.
What? Frozen poutine?
Yeah.
You poor thing. Well, you know what, brother? If you're ever up in Canada, you let me know. I'll make you the best goddamn poutine you've ever had.
Will do. I have some friends in Canada. I might make a trip at some point to meet all my buddies up in Canada.
Woo.
And definitely we'll stop to see
You're gonna
the princess lady, of course.
That's right.
So the fried cheese, that would be your last meal?
Yeah, fried cheese with also, can I have a side or is
You
it
could
just one?
you can have pretty much as you want. I think the actual last meals they have like a budget, but in this question, the budget is limitless.
Okay. In that case, I'd have fried halloumi with a side of watermelon. I just like really, really sweet watermelon. And then a glass of pure tart cherry juice. That's right. That's right,
Yum.
people. Halloumi, watermelon, and cherry juice.
That sounds like a
That's my
fantastic
last
last
meal.
meal, Princess Mantis. All
Thank you
right,
so much.
let's get into the meat of the interview. Why did you choose Princess Mantis?
Um, that is an excellent question, and I have thought about that for a long time. But the reality is, I asked a friend of mine, who also really loves bugs, and that's almost why we're friends exclusively, is because we really both love bugs. To make me some kind of like avatar, because they offered, and they came up with that in my first video, that GIF that was just on loop that played in the corner.
The
That's what
horror.
they made. The Yeah, yeah. And so, I didn't love the way the GIF was. I was just throwing things together. I'm a slop tuber. So I was like, I don't know, I just make slop. And I didn't expect to get any views. And so when I got more views, I think I woke up one day and there was like 1,000 views on that video. I then drew Princess Mantis. I threw, those three different PNG images. And
Okay,
now look at me. I've upgraded. I'm in almost my final form, bro. Let's
that's great.
go.
Yeah, I thought the GIF worked very well, at least for like your first video. And as we see you make more videos, the production value of your videos are slowly growing. And it was funny when you introduced the PNG Mantis. One of the images had like a little frame around the edges. Did you notice that?
Yes. Yeah. In my Chris Kunzler video, I just didn't. I thought it wasn't gonna show up in the one of the exported video.
Hmm.
And then it did, and I was like, whatever. You know what?
Yeah.
You ever watch other slop tubers who are PNG tubers and they just like throw shit together and then they throw a PNG on top of it? I was like, this is about par with that, so I'm okay.
Why did you opt to do like GIF or PNG to represent who you are?
Um, when you're talking about certain things online, you kind of want to be a little bit anonymous. Um, as you can probably see, when people get in shit and then, they're like, look what happened to, like, I'm not saying that Ethan shouldn't be, not anonymous. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
He should be a
But like,
PNG YouTuber, is what you're saying.
he should be a PNG YouTuber. And then hopefully no one's sending skulls to his house. I just worry so much for that guy.
Hmm.
I worry so much for his family, and I worry so much for everybody else who gets like, crazy hate online for almost no reason.
Absolutely,
It's
you're
pretty
playing it.
upsetting.
You're playing it smart, and again, like it was just a funny thing to see like the border around the PNG. Like I said, you're early on YouTubers. Like people are gonna just let these things slide for a while. I feel like so it's all good. I don't think did
I think
anyone
I
even
only
point it out in the comments.
one person I think pointed it out, and it was like a Chris Kunzler fan, and they were like, "Ooh, you think you're so cool? Well, you have a line around you, like a white line around you." And I responded, I was like, "Bitch, that's a green line. Get it
Got him.
together."
You destroyed that
Got
man.
him. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Don't come for me.
So, before you started making YouTube videos, you claimed that you were a Hasan fan. So my question, like, how big of a Hasan fan were
God.
you?
You know, it started small. These things always start small. This is how addiction starts. You know, you want a little taste. You watch 10 minutes. I think the first video of Hassan that I ever watched was him being like, I can't remember. He was like, I'm a positive masculine figure. And at that time I was like, I don't know. Um, I wanted to see that. I was like, oh, that's so nice and refreshing, a positive masculine figure. Even though he's so rude and he's like super rude to his audience and he's not positive in any
Hmm.
way whatsoever. Um, but I don't know, I guess it was it was during the pandemic and you know, I was bored, so I would put him on to listen to when I would like do dishes or whatever. He was so I don't know. I don't know what I was going through, but it wasn't good. You know, if somebody's going through a Hassan phase, you gotta feel for them. You have to like reach out to them. If you at home, if you have a Hassan fan, you need to reach out to that person and save them with a life raft. Put your arms around them, hug them, tell them that you love them and that they're a little insane for watching Hassan. And hopefully you'll save their life. You know, you never know.
It's a slippery slope because at a certain point, if they become such a fan and they consume all of his content, they do start parroting everything Hassan says. One of Nicholas Diorio's mods sent me a conversation he had with a coworker, and it was literally he sounded just like everything Hassan would say. He would just say
Oh
exactly,
no.
exactly would say. And not only did he watch Hassan, he watched every one of Hassan's orbiters too. Did you get into that far? Did you watch any of Hassan's orbiters?
No, thank God. Thank God. Thank God I only watched people talk about his orbiters. And I think that's like what got me out of it. Um, because I think I was it Denims who like wore a keffiyeh and like also a flag on her head and she was like I can't remember who that was. I think it was Denims. But anyways, it was just like very radicalized. These people like are very very radicalized. But you know, sometimes it's hard to tell. It's like, are they radicalized or are they just making money? You know what I mean? It's
Hmm.
really hard to tell. I still don't know if Hassan is a grifter. Like he's too it's too ironic. Like everything they do is just really funny.
Hmm.
You know, like Hassan Piker buying a $200,000 car and then saying it's for his community.
Hmm.
Like I don't understand. But but yeah, thank God I never seriously watched any of his orbiters, unironically. I think
Hmm.
I just watched people talk about them.
I do understand where
Um,
you're coming from though, as you were a fan like initially, right? Like on the surface, he does seem like a positive force, right? But the moment he slips, you really see like the mask underneath, and it's obviously he's just not a good person. I don't think once, if especially when he's heated or if he can't control his image, I think that's when his true
yeah.
colors really shine.
Yeah, it is very entertaining to watch him crash out.
It is really fun. He goes so hard because it's just bottling up. He just wants to like be his true self every minute of
I
every
hate the
day.
left. I hate everyone.
What was the tipping point? What made you stop being a fan of Hassan?
Oh gosh. You know, it was probably how he reacted to October 7th
Mm,
because I don't know. I never had such a huge opinion on the Israel-Palestine thing. Like I was just, I don't know. I was like, well, yeah, yeah, well, what Israel is doing and blah blah blah. But watching people I think it was really, really shocking just watching people celebrate October 7th. I think that was just too jarring for me. And
mhm,
then I was like, I can't watch this guy. Like it's too upsetting to see him being like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, those innocent civilians, they had it coming. So that was really tough. So I think that was the tipping point. And then I started to unravel every single other thing he ever said. And now, I'm a little embarrassed. I'm just a little embarrassed mantis. That's why I'm blushing, is because I watched this on Piker and now I'm embarrassed.
That's okay. We've all been fans of embarrassing YouTubers in the past. In fact, I was a fallen H3 fan in like 2019 for a little bit.
Whoa. What
Right.
did they do?
So it was actually, you know who Gokunaru is?
I've heard his name a million times, but I couldn't tell you who
He
he
made the
is.
first H3 hit piece called "The Death of H3H3," and it got to my stupid ass when I was in my early 20s, and I believed everything he
Oh,
fucking said in that video. And so, like,
oh.
I'm gonna make like a story time video about this at some point. But what ultimately
Woohoo.
got me back was they made a whole video debunking everything about that hit piece, and Frenemy started, and that got me really into the podcast again.
Oh
That's
yeah, frenemies. Iconic, iconic, iconic.
mhm.
We loved
It
enemies.
was just too entertaining for me to dislike Ethan anymore, and ever since I've been a
Yep.
huge fan since.
Woohoo! Rip enemies though.
Hmm.
Bring back enemies. Trisha, bring back enemies. I doubt that's gonna happen, but you know, you
It
can
might.
dream.
Stranger things have happened in the past, you know.
Yeah.
In your Quam video, you said you visited the Middle East. Can you expand on your trip to the Middle East?
That's right. Yeah, I've been to the Middle East. I've been to Egypt. That was pretty fun. Got to see some pyramids. Very, very hot there. Men there are very forward.
Hmm.
In the Middle East in general, I'd say, look at my arm is falling off. So if my arm falls apart, just don't mind me. I'll just use this arm. Um, so I've been to Egypt. I've been to Israel. Um, I've been to Israel a couple of times, and I've only been to Egypt once. But I really like Israel. I mean, as a place to visit, I'm not saying what they're doing is right. I'm not saying they need to bomb innocent Palestinians, but I've been there and I like it, and it's hot. Mantises, we like hot a bit, and there are mantises in Israel. I just want to point that out.
Wow, that's great.
I didn't see any, and I didn't see any in Egypt either. But yeah.
Fantastic. And you said you felt safer in Israel than other parts of the Middle East you visited.
That's right. I guess I've also technically been to Dubai, but just not for very long. Um, yes, I felt safer in Israel than I did in Egypt. And from what I mean, like from what I can gather as well from other Middle Eastern countries, especially countries where they restrict the rights of women, um, you know, that's not a fun thing to deal with. Look at my arm. Can
What's
you see
happening?
this?
She's melting. Are you
I'm
okay?
melting. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
I'm fine. I'm fine. This is fine. Everything's fine.
All right. All
Don't worry about me.
right. Well, we keep chugging
Um,
along. No. Okay. Oh, it's still attached. Still attached. All right. We're good.
I
We're good.
will I will say though about the Middle East, Israel, the men are still kind of grimy there,
Uh
but
huh.
people are out looking out for you. Like if men are being weird to you in Israel, there's other people out there and like looking out for your well-being and they'll like tell them off. Israeli women, holy shit, man. They're tough. They're hardcore. Don't fuck with an Israeli girl, man. They're scary.
It's awesome. It's great. Thank you so much, Princess Mantis. So, speaking of Madison Harnish, I love the way you say her name. Why do you pronounce her full name whenever you bring her up?
I don't know. I just think it's so important for some reason to say Madison Harnish, and it's really hard because I just have like a weird speech impediment sometimes, and I'm slow to say it, and it's really embarrassing. But like
Mhm.
Madison Harnish is such a funny name. I don't know what it is. Madison Harnish?
Ever since you started saying
Madison
it,
Harnish.
I always pronounce the full name now too. I just think it's fun. I also can't explain what makes it funny, but thinking about how you say it adds to why I say it.
Oh, good. She's hilarious. I love Madison. Shout out to Madison. We're big Madison Harnish
So true,
fans.
so true. Next question. So there aren't many women slop tubers. Why do you think so?
You know, I've been racking my brains about this because like, you know, and then I have to wonder what is a slop tuber? What
Mhm.
is truly a slop tuber? And to me, a slop tuber, like Pegasus is like king slop tuber. He just throws that shit together and he makes diabolical claims. He makes crazy conclusions. Sometimes I'm like, bro, you need to fucking chill. But sometimes I'm like, you know what? It's entertaining. And that's all it has to be. I don't care about always being correct, and I just want to be funny, and I just want to like bring light to certain issues that are silly, and I want to do it in a way that's like digestible and like nice. I want to be
Mhm.
enjoyable to watch. And I find like a lot of female YouTubers, like some of them are funny, like adjacently to what they're talking about. Like they make jokes and they are funny, but they're also very serious and they're like Guam, not Quam. Like Girl with the Microphone. She is funny, but she is very serious. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just gonna carve a path. Come on, ladies, jump in the boat. Let's make some slop together, okay? Let's get together and make some slop.
If I had a theory, it
That's my
might
answer.
might have to do with men. Men love watching slop. It's like the version
Oh, it's so
of
true.
drama and tea for men. Because as we saw in your demographics, 77% of your audience is men.
Yeah, it's crazy. It blows my mind. I didn't think I was that funny to men. And then like my whole life is starting to make sense. You know, men think I'm funny.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, that's I just think that women need to be introduced to it. It's such a beautiful art form. I don't understand. Like, ladies, listen up. Slop is where it's at. And maybe okay, so also somebody recently told me that slop could also be like a porno term, a corno term. So I wonder if they're like, I don't want to watch Mantis corn, you know? If somebody's
Mhm.
like, hey, have you seen Princess Mantis? She's amazing. She's a slop tuber, and women be like, puh, no. I'm a dignified I don't know. I just think that women need to open their horizons. Let's go, ladies. You don't know what you're missing. Slop is
Mhm.
love.
Well, you don't need to tell
Yeah.
me. Asian community is actually 60% women. It's every other
And
community.
that's so strange.
Yeah.
I defend Ethan a lot, and I defend like I don't know. So like, but I don't know what's going on. I like when I read the comments, I see a lot of like women, but apparently it's still men. And you know what? It's gross sometimes, Alex. People will suggest things about wanting to get with the mantis. Okay, listen, I'm a tiny little thing. I don't even know what my genitals look like. So calm down, men. Okay, chill out.
The men are thirsty. It doesn't matter which online community. It doesn't matter if you're doing slop tube or just research videos. They would do that to you regardless.
Okay, well, okay. I mean, like maybe I'll play into it. Maybe I mean I don't know. We'll see.
That'd
We'll
be
see how
funny.
it
Yeah.
goes.
I mean, if they want to, but they can go for it. But you're gonna have to eat them afterwards.
That's right. If you want to get with me, that's cool, but like prepare to get your head eaten up.
Yum. At the start of your videos, you have a global map of all the YouTubers within the EHDIA Plus universe. Is there like a storyline you play when you move the faces around? Because iDubbbz, he goes all around the whole screen, or do you just like wherever your tools settings go, that's where they lie.
You know what? I just thought, Idub seems like so overly educated. He's probably been around
Very
everywhere.
traveled.
I don't
That's
know.
right.
He's he's so funny, like Idubbbz is one of the funniest characters I can possibly think of. His whole arc, it can't like, you can't make this shit up. That his whole thing is so interesting to me. So yeah, I just had him kind of going crazy because he's got to have an internal battle, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's battling some demons. Don't mind my arm. I'm just gonna relax that arm for a second.
I know you're eventually going to cover an iDubbbz video at some point, and I'm really looking forward to see that one. It's gonna be huge. The Anissa one got crazy views.
Yes. It's crazy because I have a little bit of a conspiracy theory about why I got more views. It was because right after I put out that video, Ethan released those texts between him and Anissa.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like maybe that just like I don't know, or maybe I just hit the algorithm the right way. But I had this conspiracy that like Ethan watches my videos because they follow me on YouTube now, and he was
Yeah,
like, "Oh yeah, now that Princess Mantis released the Anissa video, I'm gonna release these texts." But I don't know, it worked for me. I think it worked really well. The
that's great.
timing of it all.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's always a mix of different things, right? The algorithm very hungry for content during these past 2 months. Also, Anissa's always a hot topic. Everyone's always talking about her. Also, it probably did help a little bit that Ethan also brought up more iDub stuff. So that just makes the algorithm go crazy when people are talking about a creator. I remember when Ray was being talked about by Nicholas Diorio and Luz and all those folk. My interview from a few months ago got like a few extra hundred views. So
Oh, look at
yeah.
that. Yeah, I think that people, when they get curious about somebody, if they're being covered, they'll look them up. Because, oh man, when people are into slop, they're so into slop. They just
Hmm.
want more slop. They don't care if
Absolutely.
they've seen a video about this person before. They want to watch another.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So in one of your videos, you talked about your interest in YouTubers or content creators. You said you started with Hasan, then a mysterious content creator that can't be named, and now you're a Nicholas Diorio fan. Are you ready to tell us who this mysterious content creator was?
Um, I won't say his name. I'll never say this person's name. He is he who shall not be named. Um, you know, some people it's just so hard, Alex, and I'm sure you know this. I'm sure it's happened to you, where you watch someone, you think they're funny and they're smart and they're cool, and then they turn out to be just gross.
That's so interesting because it could be like you described so many different YouTubers, and what's
Yeah, I
fascinating
did.
with me is I've only Your Movie Sucks is like a content creator that I was a huge fan of that people eventually
Mhm.
turned on, but I haven't
Yeah.
had that many experiences. Like I was never a Shane Dawson fan, or any of those or Cody
Okay.
Ko or any of those YouTubers that ended up being predators. Like that's never really
Yeah.
happened to me.
Good. I'm glad because it's an emotional ride. It's an
Hmm.
emotional roller coaster that I wasn't ready for. My friends weren't ready for. I made a bunch of friends on like Discord, like in this person's Discord server, and it was really, really just like so heartbreaking. And I, it's just surprising how many big YouTubers fall like
Hmm.
that.
It was
Like
Jake
why?
Doolittle. It was Jake Doolittle, wasn't it?
Jake
I
Doolittle.
got you. I got you, princess. I got you. Alrighty.
No. That would be really funny if it was Jake Doolittle. Uh,
Have
I'll
you?
never say.
That's fair enough. I wasn't expecting you to, but I thought it'd be fun talking regardless. And I was expecting this person to be canceled. That's why you didn't want to name them. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Like you even like maybe someday you'll be ready to talk about it. But it's fine if you don't
You
want
know
to
what?
right now.
One day I think I will, because I don't know. Listen, Alex, I have deep, deep lore that I could come out with and make a documentary about. So we'll see. That would be
Cool.
so interesting. Yeah.
Awesome. And if you edit it, put like a one frame of me, just get for like half a second for no reason. If you could, that'd be awesome.
Right in the direct middle.
Yeah, yeah. Have
Yeah.
you received any harassment for you being a content creator?
Oh, like from people in real life or like just online?
Just in general, like if someone online had an issue with you covering, the EHDIA plus in a certain light, or
Oh
if you've been
yeah.
like really in your real life.
Oh yes.
Oh shit.
Not
Tell me
in
about
real
it.
life because nobody really knows who I am in real life. There's like, two or three people who know who I am. Um and and I think I've talked about it in my a little bit in my videos. My mom actually doesn't, despite me talking about my mom in my videos, my mom has no idea. I think my mom would be horrified. She would anyways. But the people who do know who I am, um it's such a strange thing to introduce them to because they have
Hmm.
no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Um but online, I didn't get harassment until Chris Kunzler. The
Mm.
Chris Kunzler video just opened up a can of worms that I did not know could be opened.
Hmm.
The Chris Kunzler fans are wonderful. I love you, Chris Kunzler fans. You've given me so much engagement. It's insane. And I love responding to you and I love them. I don't know, like it's funny watching people try to dox me. They think they're so clever. They're like, I know that you live in Canada. And I'm like, uh-huh. Where in Canada? It's a huge ass country. Like, Anyways, yeah, they're funny. So yeah, I do get harassment, but I mostly get love. And
That's
I
great.
love the love I get. I love my fans so much.
Yeah,
You
people love
all
you. I
really,
always see love for you, like in
yeah.
the corners of the internet I hang out with. Everyone's always excited for your next upload, and the comments are really sweet to you too.
Oh, they're so good and they're so funny. People are so funny.
Speaking of the comments, since you're new to YouTube, have you seen the hidden comment section?
What?
So in the
Oh, I did. One time I figured it out. Yes.
okay, if not, I would have loved to have gone through those with you. Because I
Oh
get some
man.
nasty shit in my comments. I don't know if you got any crazy stuff in
Oh my
yours in your
God, what do
hidden
you get?
comments.
What do you get?
Oh, like
How
death
do you
threats or like people love calling Ethan the file. Actually, I don't know if she should have. I should if I can say that word without getting demonetized.
PDF file?
Yeah, PDF file, and a bunch of other crazy stuff like that. I always get, or like people's like, "I hope you die," or stuff like that.
What?
That stuff gets held for me to review.
What?
Yeah,
No.
you haven't gotten
I'll
any of
come.
that
I'm coming for them.
in your hidden
Tell me who
comments.
these people are. Send me their usernames.
We'll do,
I
we'll
will
do.
find out where they live.
But yeah,
I
that's
will
the
eat their heads.
yeah, that's the kind of stuff. And I always read them. I'm always so curious. Like, what would someone have to say about me that gets hidden? And I'm always surprised.
You, your content is so just nice. I don't know how anybody could hate on you for the content
Yeah,
that you
in
make.
terms of my content, it's not really. I don't really target people. Not really. I usually just
Yeah.
like. Yeah, it's just like mini research videos on a certain subject. I don't. I'd love to do some. Like,
Yeah.
besides like Hasan, I did go after him for the shock collar stuff. I had a lot of fun with that. Besides that, my shit's really tame in comparison to pretty much everyone else.
Yeah, like you're not malicious.
Mhm.
You don't bite people's heads off. It's nice. It's refreshing. You should keep making the content that you do because we need it in this world, Alex.
Thank you so much,
And don't listen
Princess.
to these hidden comments. These hidden
No,
comments,
I don't.
you know,
It's just. I think it's funny.
yeah.
Um, all right. I think that's it for like the slop related question. I have one more. I wanted to ask you about your experience with art school and why you dropped out.
Okay. Um, art school. Mm, some people thrive in art school because it's structure, you know. Some artists they really, really need the structure. They need to be told, make this at this time, and you have this much time to do it, and we're gonna grade you for it, and then we're gonna fucking rip it apart. We're gonna emotionally tear you apart, and you're gonna have to sit there and deal with it. And I'm a mantis, so I like tearing people apart. Like that's part of my shtick. But at that time, in my life, I could not. I could dish it, but I could not take. So that's the story about art school. I still make art. I'm still an artist. I still make money from my art. And but it's just the environment was not for me. Maybe I could do it now. Maybe I'll be one of those like, really old art students. I'll be there when I'm like 80 and I'll be able to take criticism.
Oh, that's fine. There's no shame in that. I remember I did engineering, and there were some people in their like 50s and 60s that just had their life when they were younger was too busy, or they joined the army, or there's a bunch of other
Yeah,
factors. There's always a mix of different ages in college, especially in the upper division courses.
totally. That's awesome to hear. I love it when I see older people take classes. I love
Yeah, me too.
lifelong learning. You're never too old to spend too much money on education.
Right. So true. And honestly, the older people in the classes, they're obviously more experienced at stuff in life. So they're usually the more interesting people and the people that actually are serious about, college and stuff. And they make good partners if you have to do any group projects. The dreaded college experience of
Absolutely.
group projects. You probably want one of the
Yes.
older dudes. I remember for what
Oh yeah.
my geotech course, we had someone in their like late 30s. He pretty much did the whole report for us. It was great. It was like a team of like 5 people. He was like, "I got you guys. I just want an A in the class." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" So that was pretty
Yeah.
dope of him.
We like
So
that guy. Shout
you're
out to
gonna
that guy.
so right now you're just making money right now, but you're planning to go back to art school at some point, or maybe pursue a different degree.
Well, I'm in school right now. So not to get too into detail about what I do, but it has to do with law.
Hmm.
So
Wonder what it could be. Wonder what kind
I,
of school that would be.
it has to deal with the law, okay?
Awesome,
Um,
fantastic.
But yeah, I like law, so I don't come after me because I know things. I know things about legal stuff. Chris Kunzler said he was gonna sue me if I wasn't in Canada.
Does that mean you're a big fan of the law tubers like Lus?
You know what? I just discovered Lus. Somebody mentioned it in my Discord, and so I had to check out Lus. I'm gonna watch more of their stuff. Unfortunately, I watched Legal Eagle.
Legal
Um,
Eagle is what's wrong? I thought you were gonna say Legal Mindset, the Go East dude.
oh no, wait, no, it's Legal Mindset who I'm thinking of,
Ah,
right?
okay, right.
Yeah. Who went he's in like I don't know where he is now. He's in Thailand. Like and he's like gone insane and he's, thinking that people are like after him.
Yeah.
Gosh, rest in peace, that guy.
Yeah, you know what's funny when he first came onto the scene, we didn't know anything about him. Like, oh, cool, lawyers covering H3 related topics. Let's watch. And then as we saw him cover more and more topics, he looked more and more insane.
No.
There was one
Yeah.
Fast Facts video. It was like a very minor update. It took him 20 minutes to get through it, and he was sweating. He was paranoid. He was getting distracted the whole time. I'm like, is this dude like on the cocaine or something? He looks insane covering this topic. Yeah. Then it would later come out more and more stuff would be revealed from him. So. Hopefully people don't associate us being H3 fans watching Legal Mindset because he's been out for a while. We're Lust fans.
We're Lust fans. Let's go Lust. And I have seen a Legal Eagle video, come to think of it, and he's good. He's fine.
Cool. That's great. I don't know too much about him. But speaking of Lust, I'm actually interviewing him right after you.
Hi, Lust. Nice to meet. Say hi to Lust.
Well, I'll say hi to Lust for you. All right, that's actually it for our main questions. I have some activity for us. So, Princess, tell me about your love of AI music.
Gosh, this is so embarrassing. When people are always asking, it's so funny. I still have people asking me if I use AI in my videos, and it's like it says explicitly in the description that I use AI. So I find it funny. But I never really got into AI music because I didn't. The ethics around it are pretty sus, and along with like the environmental impact is also pretty sus. But somebody, the person who helped make my original avatar, they suggested it. They were like, just do it once and then you can reuse it like a million times and like blah blah blah. And now I'm a little bit addicted to it. I have to limit myself because I'll just make music about anything and everything. I love making songs about insects. I love making songs about Princess Mantis. And I also love making songs about I don't know, one thing that I'm doing right now is like because there's so much controversy over ethnicity in this realm that we're in, I like to make positive videos about the ethnicities of whoever I'm covering. So like I have the song about being Irish and like, I think that people who are Irish should be proud of being Irish. People should be proud of being Lebanese. People should be proud of being Israeli. People should be proud of being Iranian or Persian. And I just want to I just make music that's I don't know. I'm addicted to it. That's my story. That's my long-winded answer.
I think that's the beautiful thing, Princess Mantis. And, I share your interest in AI music too. I was less hesitant at first. I'm all like, oh man, this is like removing like real artists from doing projects potentially. But AI music, I feel like it's its own separate genre. As long as it's not being used to make like actual serious music or actual live events, I think AI music is potentially not too harmful, right? So what I did.
Entertaining.
Exactly. Yeah. What I did for you, I made an AI song just for you, and I want to react to it with you.
God.
So give me one moment, and I'll send it to you. All right, Princess Mantis. So I've generated an AI song for you. It's called Alex the Fiction versus Princess the Mantis. Let's listen to it together. 3, 2, 1, play.
This goes hard.
Boot up the beat, hit play, it's on. Alex in the lab, every frame dead strong. Cut short, deep dives, every fact he hurls. Princess Mantis in the corner, time. serving up that sloppy feed. He dropping timeless cuts that the real ones me. Eric's the fiction, crown in his grip. Mantis just a bug getting crushed in the pit, strung and invincible. He's breaking the screen. Our kingdom made of cardboard, tearing at the seams. Eric's the fiction, let the record show. Timeless every upload, watch the legend grow. Princess Mantis falling, can't handle the hit. Tiny little insect lost in the pit.
Oh no, Princess Mantis is going down.
I think it's just solos for the rest. Actually, I didn't. The lyrics are done.
Oh
we
my
could
God.
stop it there.
Oh.
But yeah, how did you like my AI song?
That was honestly, that changed my life.
It was a lot of fun.
I don't know.
I used Suno.
I don't know how to handle it.
What? How do you use AI? How do you make your AI music?
I usually just write the lyrics. And I sometimes I get a friend to make it because I don't know what I'm doing. And I just send them the lyrics and they put the lyrics into, I think, one of those AI generators. I think it's just called AImusicgenerator.com or something along those lines. What did you use? How did you make that?
I made it through a website called Suno.
Ooh, Suno.
I didn't have to create an account, but I might have to create an account to actually use it in my video. They said it's free, but you have to pay us if you want to license our music. So I don't know if that means I have to actually pay for the account. But we'll cross that bridge after this interview. Don't you worry about it, Princess Mantis. We have 2 more activities for us. Give me 1 second, and I'll show you our next activity. 1 second. All right, Princess Mantis, welcome to the Holy Wars Portraits tier list. So let's go over our tiers really quick. We have at the top, Princess Worthy. These are the ones that you absolutely love. Under that is Half Burrito. You like it a lot, but it's not the best. Under that is Half British. You're starting to not like it as much. And at the very bottom, the most dreaded tier on the Alex the Fiction channel, Love Sabra. So first up, we have Asmongold, and at least on the Ethan side of things, we're not really that big of a fan of Asmongold. So I put him on the holy side. How do we feel about Asmongold and this portrait?
Yeah, he would definitely be a saint. He would be on the holy side. And this image goes so hard. Like, unironically, I think that, I think Asmon is just, he needs some love. Mm-hmm. And this is a really, really beautiful, beautiful portrait of him. So you know what? He's Half Burrito. He's
fantastic.
Half Burrito.
I was very happy with how AI treated him too. I'm like, wow, that looks fantastic. All right, coming up next here, we have the main producer of the H3 podcast, Dan Swordlove.
Dan, I love Dan and his bald head.
How do you feel about Dan Swordlove here?
It's so funny. This does look like Dan, but it's definitely like an upside down version of Dan. You know what I mean? Like there's something a little bit not Danny like in this
Yeah.
image.
Yeah, I did some interesting creative liberties with him. Which is funny because the picture I chose from him, it was like the best, like probably one of the more iconic pictures that we have of him. But for some reason, it made him look kind of different.
Yeah, but it still captures some of him, and I like the horns coming out of the ball cap. That's very interesting. I love how the trident is like slightly askew. Like
it's totally he's bending it. He's squishing it so hard it's melting within his grasp. Grasp. What the fuck did I say? Grisp? That's not a word.
Grisp. That's a good new word. Take that grisp. Hold that. Yeah, I don't know how you use grisp in a sentence, but it's pretty dope. You know what though? Like, because it's a little bit off, and this does not mean I don't love Dan, because I'm a fan of Dan. I think he's funny. I think we all need a Dan in our life. Because of the weird offness, he's gonna go into Half British. I love you, Dan.
All right, fantastic. He's going to Half British. Coming up next
I'm half
here.
British. I don't know if you know that.
That's true. So true. Let me send you this next image here. Let me know if you can guess who this person is.
Is that? Listen, I'm not versed on internet people. Is that I Show Speed?
No, that's Sean the Black.
Oh, that's Sean the Black?
I don't blame you for not knowing who he is. He's like very, very underground. Not many people know this individual, but yes. Or as Papa Gut likes to call him, Sean the Civic.
Sean the Civic? Why does he call him Sean the Civic?
I don't know. That's a Papa Gutism. You'll have to ask him.
Okay, Papa Gut, please add me on Discord. You know, I do know of Sean the Black. I've made a joke about Sean the Black. I said the biggest crime Sean the Black has committed is having a name like Sean. And I feel for him. I feel for him. He's like a leftover person. He's like, you know, the last person somebody thinks of, poor guy. But this picture goes so hard. What is going on with his hat or his helmet?
I don't know. I didn't take that close of a look at the hat. It looks like it's just it has a floof on the top. But other than that, I feel like it's looking good. Do you have any issues with the hat?
No, I think it's amazing. I think it's dope.
It's pretty cool.
You know what? This picture goes super, super hard. Can we have more than one person on a tier or like?
Yeah, definitely. We have 4 tiers and we have a bunch of photos to go through.
Okay. You know what? Like, unfortunately, he's gonna go into half burrito because I really like this image.
Cool.
I don't know that much about Sean the Black other than he said that if Destiny was dead, we would have socialism by now.
I mean, was he wrong? I don't know. We won't find out till we kill Destiny.
We gotta kill Destiny.
Oh, no.
Let's unalive Destiny.
That's better. Coming up next, we have the 2 dudes from Kino Casino. I put them together in one photo because I thought it'd be appropriate.
Ooh. This picture is hard as fuck, bro. This picture fucks, as the kids would say, but I wouldn't say that. That's crude. I feel like this should go into princess
Very good.
tier.
Top tier it is. They did him justice. They look fantastic, I think.
They look great.
All right, we'll save that one for the end here. But coming up next, one person I'm surprised has not been included in your Holy War yet. Loner Box. How do we feel about?
Oh my god, I
Box's
love
portrait?
Loner. Oh, he looks amazing. This does really, really look like him. They really captured Loner.
Yeah.
Gosh. I love him pointing to the pentagram. I love his glowing eyes. I love the inverted cross. This picture slaps. It slaps. So I'm good. I'm okay.
All right, cool.
How do I look? Am I in the frame?
Yeah, you're in the frame. Actually, I gotta edit you just a touch here now. Actually, oh, you're good. You're good. You're in the middle now.
Okay. This goes into princess tier. He can go sit next to Kino Casino.
Cool. Princess tier it is. All right, next image up here. This is his full name, since I love doxing this person. Richard Luxurious.
Oh. He looks luxurious. Oh my gosh. I don't know. All of these go so
If you
hard.
want to, like, there's no rules on where you want to put these people. You can put them all in Princess Worthy if you want.
He looks really. He goes hard. He's gonna go into half burrito.
Fantastic. Half burrito it is. Yeah, I was particularly happy about that one too. Rich was so happy to be a demon soldier.
He's so excited. Yeah, he's stoked.
Here's another a fun character. We have Bo Blacks.
Oh my god! Did you edit it to have him hold that?
Actually, I just I put one image of Bo Blacks and it just automatically added the plushie in his arm. Believe it or not.
No way. He looks amazing. He looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I love how one hand has a gauntlet and the other one doesn't.
Mm-hmm. The other one doesn't need a gauntlet. It has the plushie.
That's right. He has to be gentle with that plushie. That plushie deserves love and care. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in in half British because I just think we need to fill up that tier more.
Half British it
It's
is.
good. It's good. It's good.
Awesome. Cool. Coming up next here. Let me just scroll through my Windows File Explorer. Let me know if you recognize this character.
I don't know. Is that girl with a microphone?
It sure is. It's girl with the microphone.
Wow. It doesn't look that much like her.
It's she doesn't have many good photos on Google, so it was kind of a struggle to kind of add it to AI.
Kate, put more good images of you on Google, girl. I love Guam, but we're gonna put her in Love Sabra.
Darn. Well, look, it got her bun. It got the bun on the head. It got everything right about her.
Bun on the head. I get that, but it also, I don't know. It's not being very like generous or nice to her. You know what I mean? Like, she's beautiful in this picture. I don't know. It doesn't do it for me.
Fair enough.
And I think she's beautiful.
Love Sabra it is. I do too. I love working with Guam. Coming up next.
Guam is the best.
Let me know if you recognize this dashing young fellow.
Why is your head so
Yeah, my head's gigantic. It really fucked me up too.
How do you feel about this picture, Alex?
I thought it was cool. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I love how there's like an angel in the background. She's like fighting for you. She's like, Alex, no, don't go to the H3 side. Come back. Come watch Hasan. This picture's so good. Yeah, you're gonna have to go into the princess tier.
Really? Oh, fantastic. Princess, here it is. I thought you were gonna. Yeah, I didn't think you were fucking with that one at all. Well, princess, here it is. We have two more images here. Coming up next, we got Mudahar.
I love how it just replaced the image of you.
Yeah, like I had to get spicier with the prompts because these were like one of the first ones I was making. It kept using the same body for like 3 of them. I'm like, okay, we gotta mix it up here.
I get so angry sometimes. I'll just scream at it, being like, "Did you not hear what I said? Make a new image." This also goes hard. Like I'm lost. I'm not good at these tier lists. He's gonna sit next to the nice folks in half burrito.
Half burrito it is. All right, we got one more image for you. Someone who is very deserving of being included in the Internet Holy Wars. It is none other than Princess Mantis.
Wow! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That slaps so hard. Look how cool I look. Everybody, look how cool I look. Man, I'm so happy. This is Def's going in. You know what, just for goofs and gaffs, we like goofs and gaffs on this channel. I'm gonna sit next to Guam. We're gonna eat some sabra together.
Yeah, we're gonna fill out the tier list. Nice. Very happy that you sacrificed yourself. Oh, go for it.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh no.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we put Princess Mantis and Love Sabra tier. Thank you for sacrificing yourself in the name of the tier list.
Yes.
All
Guam
right.
needs a friend. She can't.
She does. All right, we have enough slop tube stuff. Okay, we're here to do what your heart truly desires. We have one final tier list, Princess Mantis. We're going to be doing a bug tier list. I have images of some of the most popular bugs. And you're going to help me out fill out this tier list. So at the top of the tier list is incredible stuff. Under that, half cool. Under that, half British. And at the very bottom, Love Sabra. So I'll be sending you images of bugs one by one. We got a few here, not too many. So you let me know what you think of these bugs I'll be sending over to you. So coming up first, we have the pill bug, also known as a roly-poly. How do we feel about the pill bug?
Oh, I love the roly-poly. I love a pill bug. This bug goes so hard. Every time I see one, I'm so excited. Like you're sitting on your stoop and you see a pill bug and it's just a good day.
You
This-
just unlocked a memory in my head. It's just like that. I have like exactly that same memory you do. Sitting on a stoop.
Yeah.
My dad cut the lawn, and then there's a bunch of pill bugs everywhere now.
Yeah, they come out of the grass. They don't want to get lawn mowed.
Mhm.
Okay, this one is good stuff. Like this is excellent stuff. This is top tier. Top
All right.
tier bug. Top tier.
Incredible stuff it is. Coming up
Incredible
next here.
stuff.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we should send next. The centipede. Let's send over the centipede. How do you feel about this? This little guy.
No. No go. He loves Sabra. Listen, I love bugs, but I don't love a centipede. I don't like them. I don't know why. I like everything but centipedes.
They are a bit freaky looking for sure. So totally fair. Coming up next,
I don't want that on me.
we got a fun one here. We got a June bug. How do you feel about June bugs?
June bugs. I love a good June bug. Who doesn't love a good June bug?
A lot of people are terrified, especially white women. They are terrified of June bugs.
What?
I know it sounds crazy, right? But I was sitting at a cheesecake factory one day, and it absolutely terrified many of the white patrons at this cheesecake factory as it was flying by.
White people.
Which, I don't know why. They're so harmless, and Mexicans love them. We used to tie them up with strings, and we used to like play with them like toys. And, it's funny. There's a little bit of a fun fact. In Spanish, they're called mayates, which is also a slur for black people. Crazy enough, in Spanish, yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting. Why?
Yeah. I don't know. It could be coincidence. There's a bunch of weird Spanish words that have double meanings, but it means a June bug and a slur.
Spanish people love June bugs?
Yeah, it has complete a complete different connotation to it to use it as a slur.
June bugs go pretty freaking hard. I'm gonna put the June bug one below the roly poly. She's a good bug. That bug.
Half
We
cool,
like
half
her.
cool, and they're
Half
blind.
cool.
They're blind apparently. Did I say that already? That June bugs are blind.
That's so cool. I love that. How do they get around? That's so
Right.
interesting.
It might be a myth, but that's what I've always heard. Coming up next here, one of my personal favorites, a ladybug.
Oh, we love ladybugs. For some reason, people always spam ladybugs in Adam McIntyre's chat. I don't know.
Oh really? Oh no.
Yeah, so that puts a little sour taste in my mouth, but I know
Darn.
that I know you like a good ladybug, so we'll put her in the what's one below half cool.
Half British.
Half British, ha ha ha. Sucker.
All right, coming up next, we have the common housefly.
The common housefly, I want to hate the common housefly because they're annoying. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're sitting on a bench, a housefly comes and you're like, ugh, why? So I don't know. We'll put him in we're gonna put him in Love Sabra.
That's fair. You know what? He does not belong next to the ladybug. That's for damn sure.
Oh, he's not gentleman enough.
Coming up next, here's a fun one here. We have a stick bug. How do we feel about stick bug?
Oh fuck yeah. That's top tier.
Cool.
Yeah. We love
They're
a stick bug.
very
You ever
fun.
see those things?
I don't think I've seen one in person. I've seen a leaf bug, but never a stick bug in person.
Not that you know of. Not that you know of, but you
Right. Oh,
probably
right.
did.
They probably were blending in. Right. They're camouflaged.
Sneaky.
So sneaky. All right. Coming up next, we have the hornet.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. The thing about hornets is they suck and nobody likes them because their sting is worse than any of the other stingers. And they bite. I don't like their bites. I've been bitten by a hornet.
You've been bitten by one? Oh, no.
Yeah.
They're gigantic, too.
Yeah, there are like breeds of huge giant hornets. Murder hornets, I think they're called. Wait, but he still goes hard. Look at him. He looks really cool.
He does look pretty cool, actually, yeah.
He
And
looks
he
pretty
could probably
hardcore.
he could solo all these other bugs right here.
I would pair up with a hornet, like a mantis and a hornet. We would kick some ass.
Oh, that would be cool to see a hornet and a mantis fight each other if it was 1v1.
Oh my gosh. Who would win? I think a mantis would win. Okay, we're gonna put him in half cool because he's He looks pretty cool. He's probably chill if we talk to him.
Right. All right, next bug here. We have the honeybee.
Ooh, honeybee, honeybee, honeybee. We love a honeybee. Everything about the honeybee is excellent. They give us food. They puke out food for us that I love to eat with peanut butter. It's delicious. Top tier, princess tier.
Awesome. Top tier it is. All right, we got a few left here. Coming up next, we have the caterpillar.
Oh, hell yeah. Top tier, princess tier. Caterpillars.
I love enjoy watching them just move around, have a good time.
Yeah. They love eating so many different things and they turn into some cool things. Some caterpillars that look really cool turn into really boring like butterflies or moths, but they're still so cool. They're just so neat.
Big part of our childhoods too. Have you ever read The Hungry Hungry Caterpillar? That book
let's
slaps.
go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's go.
Coming up next is a fire ant.
Fire ants? You ever hear that story about a woman who falls out of a helicopter and she lands in a fire ant nest and she was going to die because of all of the injuries, but then the fire ants bit her so much that her like adrenaline kicked in and it kept her alive.
What? That's wild. That's not how I thought the story was gonna go. I thought she was gonna land in the fire ant pit and then there was nothing but bones after a few hours. That's how that was gonna go.
I mean, I'm sure they were gnawing at her. I'm sure they were munching on her, but they kept her alive, which is a miracle. So, the fire ant is gonna go in half cool. Half cool.
Right, half
for
cool
saving her life.
Shout out to fire ants. That's great.
Shout out.
Coming up next here, let's do a moth.
Oh, that's a beautiful moth. Okay, princess tier.
Yeah, I wish moths looked that cool in my area. They're really boring. They're just gray here.
I mean, do you live in California?
Yes, I do.
Sometimes you can get some cool moths or cool butterflies. I can think of some cool butterflies.
Oh yeah, we have fantastic butterflies all the time. Speaking of butterflies, no, we don't have any cool moths here, but we do have the butterfly coming up next.
Princess tier. Do you remember on the H3? Was it H3? It was like an episode of Families when Ethan's mom came out dressed as a monarch.
Yes. How could I forget? I loved Families. Families is always a good spot to start rewatching the show, I think.
Bring back Families. We want Families. We want Ethan's mom.
And she still very much advocates for the monarch butterfly too, which is great.
Good. I love her.
All right, we got 2 bugs left. Actually, we might have. No, we have 3 left actually. Coming up next, we have the dragonfly.
Oh man. Okay. This summer, which feels like yesterday, but it was months ago. I went to this lake, and it was right before it was too cold to swim in the lake. And I heard something under the dock, and I reached my hand in and I pulled out a dragonfly, the most gigantic dragon. And I'm terrified of dragonflies. I think they're awesome, but I'm scared of them.
Yeah, they're pretty scary. I don't know what it is about them, but they just move too fast.
And they bite. They do. Some of them bite, some of them don't.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
You don't want to get bitten by a dragonfly. You know what? We're gonna put him in half British.
Okay, half British it is. I have a funny story about a dragonfly. In elementary school, there was a dragonfly just like hovering like on top of a plant, and it was huge. It had a really big like butt that was like vibrating really fast. So one of my friends, one of my friends, I go up to it and like squish his butt, and he went up to it and he did, but then the dragonfly started going crazy and he got scared and we all screamed. We all screamed and ran.
That's a wonderful childhood memory.
Oh, yeah.
It's very wholesome.
Coming up next year, we have a grasshopper.
I fucking love grasshoppers.
They're very similar. Aren't they very similar to a praying mantis? I always confused them when I was a kid.
Totally. Yeah, we they're my brothers. They're my cousins. We're both from Dearborn, so we're cousins.
That's funny.
Half cool. Because in a bug's life, you don't want to fuck with a grasshopper.
Right. Do you like those? Do you like the movie Ants too?
Ants. I like Ants actually better than A Bug's Life. I love the
Really?
opening scene where he's like in therapy and he's like talking about his life. You know, he's like a really neurotic ant. I just love that because I'm also a neurotic insect.
I always saw people just shout on Ants. I haven't seen it since I was in like the dentist office when I was like 7. They're just playing it on the TV, and I thought it was good for a kid for sure. But people hate that movie.
What?
Yeah, I've heard lots of people just like. I think they're just comparing it to A Bug's Life, and they're just okay. It's the inferior version.
It's DreamWorks, people. Get it together. It's not Disney.
And of
It's
course, our
sophisticated.
last bug, the praying mantis.
Hell yeah. She obviously goes in princess tier. Look at that.
Princess
She's
tier
so
it is.
cute. What a
What a
cutie.
cutie pie! You know what's funny? The GIF has like a tattoo of teeth on the bottom lips.
Yeah, they're like a ghost of teeth.
Yeah.
They're just a whisper of teeth.
So
I
from
just have
like,
whisper.
if I watch it on like a phone, it looks like you're drooling the whole time.
I'm drooling because I'm coming for you.
Oh,
I'm
very
coming
good.
for you.
Princess Mantis, that's the end of the interview. Anything you want to plug before we close things out?
Everybody like and subscribe to Alex the Fiction, but also most importantly to me. And also, thank you so much for that song. I think you should release this song. We
I
need to
might.
release an
I think I
album.
will actually, yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I love everybody. Thank you so much to my fans and my family.
Thank you so much, Princess Mantis.